So yeah, welcome to one more live, which should be first for like the ones that are checking it right now. But yeah, I tried other 3 lives. Hopefully this one is the first one that's going to work. So today I'm going to actually contribute to some open source projects that I follow. Both of them are Elixir libs. One of them is the XDoc library, which is the library that is used to generate documentations for Elixir projects. And the other one is Fun with Flags, which is a library used to create feature flags based on some configuration. And yeah, both of them were issues created by other people that I just said, hey, I can fix this one if no one else is interested, and they say, yeah, go ahead, right? So, and to finalize, if we have time today, let's finish up with this PETAL stack again, like I did this last time. I configured my blog with the PETAL stack, but it didn't went perfectly, and I'm going to reconfigure it to get a cleaner GitHub repo. So yeah, let's start then. Let's start just by checking the first one, the XDoc one. I guess I have oh yeah, I have XDoc here. Let me just start a tmux session for that one. Checkout master. I do have upstream. Oops, fetch upstream master. Oops, I guess it's just git fetch upstream. Oops. Yeah. Right. It unloaded a lot of stuff. And right now I'm going to rebase my master on top of the upstream master. 170 commits ahead, so yeah, I had to update it. All right, and then I'm going to call it fix this number here too, actually. So yeah, this one is a little bit more complex than the other one, but thankfully Waytech, which is a very good developer and experimental already, they did already touch it, and they even sent me like, here's an example of how we should handle it, like according to this. So I already kind of did a search on the files here, on the code for XDoc. Let me check which one was it. I think it was, all right, docast. In here there's this toString. So yeah, of course, let's read the problem. So the problem is, someone said they introduced like 2 spaces after hello, and they expected it to introduce one line, breaking line, right? But it actually introduced 2, and that's a bug, of course. And Waytech dove into it and just realized that this, which is the 2AST, I guess it's actually this function that I have to handle, right? So markdown to AST. Yeah, get markdown processor to AST. Oh, no. Yeah, it's the toString. I was on the right place. Doc. Oops. What did I do actually? The AST here. Yeah, it's the toString function. This is the function that's causing it. So it's the problem is that it is introducing the BR as an open closing tag, and as we know, that's not valid BR tag. So what we have to do is to do the same that Pragdave did on the earmark one, to actually mark these as void elements. And that's pretty much what I'm going to do. Mark this as void elements, right? And then on the AST here, like this is the place that it closes the tag. All right, let me check here. So he did put 2. Oh, right, this is the one. So in that case, he just put open tag and a new line, and that's it. Like, yeah, so he doesn't care for what's in the inner, like, because there shouldn't be like all of these elements here should be actually void. All of those. Let me break a little bit earlier. So basically, when tag is in the void elements, what I want to do is to, instead of building this result, I just build this result, and then I call the fun AST for it, right? Because that's the all right, and the open tag then actually should have this slash in the end, right? And this is where we, oops, the other one. And yeah, that's pretty much it, I suppose. Also, let's write a test for that, I guess, right? Doc AST test toString we have. So test void elements do the void elements are here. Actually, not sure if I actually should write a test to make sure all of them are generated in the right way, and also inner is not used. I just forgot. Probably would get a warning for this inner thingy. So the AST, the whole AST is used, the function is used, the attributes is used, and the tag is used, right? So basically what I'm going to do is doc AST toString and the AST that I'm going to call. Is something in the lines of EL, then the attributes I don't mind, then also don't mind, and then finally also don't mind. Right, this is the actual code that Waytech shared there. Yeah. So I guess, right, and then the function which I need to declare somehow. Yeah, maybe instead of actually, I'm going to test some of the just yeah, let me just replicate the test as it was on the other one, like the markdown, and let me replicate the example exactly how they did, like foo and bar, right? Foo, two spaces in the end, and then bar. I should, all right, reform, simple, this is the one that I want. Oops. Yeah, this should be the test for it. Just there are two spaces in the end here, so these two spaces should be converted to a BR. And let's run this test. All right, forgot mix depth get. Oh, didn't check if the mic was the correct one, right? Says external mic. I prefer this one, yeah. Save. Hopefully everything's working. Like no one's watching right now probably, but just leave me a message if you have any problems there. All right, continuing. Let's run the Elixir, Nimbo Parsec, JSON. Yeah, test failed. So looks well as I was hoping. So all right, the problem probably is that verbatim true, maybe it matched on this before actually matching on this. So what that means is that I actually need to match on those first, on the void elements first, right? Let me check. Hopefully not. Not yet. Inspect. Just. Oh. All right, P, then full, BR, empty, empty. All right, this should match here. Sometimes I struggle with this Vim resizing panels. But yeah, like so, full bar. So this should be one of the two strings, and this should be the result because, all right, of course, tag is not a word. Here it's a word. This is as usual to transform every word in this sentence to, like, it's going to become a word list, right? But the words are going to be considered strings. So I have this modifier A. If I'm not mistaken, you can use it on capital letters strings, and yeah, now it worked. But there's a missing space on the end, mostly because probably there is a space here. Right, yeah, cool, that was it then. Perfect. All right, now I just have to commit this. Let me just review. This is the code that I introduced, like his the actual list, the guard clause that matches for void elements and returns those elements as void elements. This considering inner and meta tags, and then then the test. Just introduce the test and forgot one IO inspector. Yeah. Pipe. Yeah. Perfect. So handling void element generating. How can I describe this? .kst2 string. So this closes number. I like to do this like one commits PRs and then just come here on the pull requests. Oops, I guess I have to push this. Should be pushed, yeah. And it comes here, I can compare, and it gets, as it has only one commit, it gets the first line as the title and the other lines as the descriptions. So basically, I guess people are going to get just by referencing the original issue, right? I guess fixes also works because it is a bug. And create pull request. What the worst thing that could happen? They said no, it's not going to be merged, and I have to rewrite it some other way. But I suspect it's not going to be like that. So yeah, cool. So first one, it's over, the XDoc one. Next one will be the def delegate, not supported inside protocols. This was actually originally an issue created on Elixir core repo, but José Valim actually said the compilation error he was getting is actually right, and people shouldn't do def delegates inside protocols like they are doing on Fun with Flags. So that's why on Elixir 1.12 that's going to just raise a compile time error, right? So what we are going to do is just basically remove this def delegate from there, because it's actually not needed at all, as even the creator of the library said that. I'm going to do that then, but I think I have not forked this one yet. Yeah, so just forking it, cloning it, all right, and let's go back to the original fix 104 cd Fun with Flags, TS Fun, and yeah, new team looks for it. Oh right, go -b codes for checkout. It's an alias I have on Git, if you wonder what is that. Okay, all right, fix 104, and then I just go straight to fixing it. Protocols actor. This is the one that has the score def delegate. Oops, I have my shift visual. Always mess up. Here's the def delegate thingy. Here. So basically what I'm going to do is to actually check where this score function is used. Score. Right, I have to update documentation to actually say use percentage score. Yeah, a lot of tests. Yeah. Def delegate. Oops, def delegate. Don't use it. Score. Percentage. Hey Augusto. Yeah, maybe I should go back to Notepad++. Never use it actually. I didn't understand why people used that thing back then. Do you remember? So for anyone, is there anyone else listening? August and I worked together, and some people used to use Notepad++ back then. I never used it, but I was not a Vim user back then also, so we worked with Delphi. So, and you took up my focus. Come on, Augusto. Right, that's the first file. Actor score. Percentage score, perfect. Yeah, that's a lot of. Is there a percentage test? No. I think it's the percentage is in there. Yeah, true. If you compare it to the alternatives, it's for sure a lot better. Hey, CookPU. So I'm contributing to this library, Fun with Flags, which is an Elixir library for basically feature flags. You know, it's a pretty cool library. So it's an open source library. I'm contributing to it, and so you basically let's see the usage. So yeah, basically you build, you have this cool new feature flag that you want to build, and you say like, yeah, enable it for everyone, and then you can check. You can like build this by user, for example. So yeah, the issue itself that I'm fixing is a def delegate function inside the actor protocol that should not be used anymore on Elixir 1.12, which is the new version that's going to get released soon. It's on a release candidate. It should not be inside of any protocol definition, because you should not have functions on protocols. Like, protocols should be used only for like to define a contract, pretty much like an interface on Java, you know. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So it's basically, I'm not building anything new, just updating tests right now. Like score by score. Oh, come on. Alright, scores. So mentions to scores, mentions to score. And here's some documentation. Alright. There's lots of references to the old score function, which was basically delegated. But here's the, I'm going to change to show you the git log afterwards, so you can, oh, right here, even on the actual module. Oh, the keyboard is ErgoDocs EZ. I'm not sure if you can see. It's come on, let me show you. It's like, it comes in two halves. It's pretty cool actually, because you can like leave your hands really open, and you don't have to be like this dinosaur, you know. And yeah, a bit expensive. As I live in Brazil, I had to pay custom for it, and it was kind of a nightmare to get this keyboard. Actually, thankfully the company paid for me, but yeah. Right, I guess this is it actually. let me just install the dependencies, and I really don't remember the switches. I think I went with the default ones, the XDoc. Easy, that's the name. I guess the default ones were cherry brown. I don't remember. They recently launched this other one, Moonlander Mark 1. I think it's a little bit uglier than mine. Mine it's a little bit beefier, but at least it looks like it still looks like a keyboard. I guess it's if I buy now, it shows up there. Keyboard, please get started. Black or white? Black. Backlit, that's mine. So like this. Oh yeah. I know what I want. Oh, right. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the browns. That's the ones. Or maybe I actually went with a kale one, because yeah, really, as you can see, I don't mind that much about the actual switches. My wife doesn't like it though, because even though it's not a clicky one, it still does a lot of noise. I'm considering buying the O-rings, you know, and yeah, that's it. So back to the contribution. You updated the README. All right. So I guess this one is a lot more trouble. Well, yeah, right. Some presence contributions. Then the gate. That was a reference to actor score. This was the code that I actually removed. All the other code is actually just to use it correctly from the right module. So use float, tests and tests and tests. And of course, I actually have to run the tests. Better to run the tests before actually committing, right? Well, it depends on Excel. Didn't realize that. Oh, right, it does. Actually does. Redis. Come on, Redis. Do you have? I don't have Redis installed on my machine. I suppose I'm gonna just commit the changes and wait for the test to pass on CI if they do actually have a CI. But anyway, removing def delegate from actor fun flags actor protocol fixes number 104. Pushing the code, and it's there. Prepare pull request. So yeah, this should fix that issue, the compilation issue that the other guy had. And let's create the pull request. And that's it. That's all for the contributions for today. And Right. I went over a bit on my time, but yeah, let's start the blog project. So next thing, I'm going to start my new blog for the third time because the first three projects, three lives, I actually tried to do the blog, but I actually managed to do it, not in the perfect way, but yeah, it's live, right? But the problem was that the live went totally wrong. The audio was pretty messy, and one of them got really lagged on video. So anyway, let's do it. So the blog, I'm going to use the PETAL stack for it, which means it stands for Phoenix, Elixir, Tailwind, Alpine, and LiveView. So Phoenix, Elixir, and LiveView, you can start off the project using a command Phoenix new, makes Phoenix new blog. Then you just set live, and then it will install altogether with Phoenix framework. And guys works with Phoenix and has a blog that keeps coming back from the ashes. I actually, if I'm being honest, I actually never had a blog, real blog. Like, I actually, the thing the blog I mentioned, Augusto, is I was doing the same thing in the live that I did, the two lives that I did in the past, you know, but the lives went pretty bad, and now I'm doing it again. So all right, and this is the other option I'm going to set, no Ecto, because I'm not going to need a database, and Ecto is the database layer for Phoenix. Instead of a database, I'm going to use this guy here, GitHub, what's his name? I think Nimbo Publisher, yeah. This Nimbo Publisher is basically a static file generator. You can like connect like a markdown parser to it and generate new. It's yeah, pretty much like Jekyll, as you mentioned, but it's a little bit, how can I say? It's a little bit more under my control, right? Because I actually am the guy that implements, like, that uses it. It's just going to convert this markdown to the generated files, you know. So yeah, that's it. That's the idea of Nimbo Publisher. So it's a smaller dependency. I used to have this blog here. I'm not even sure why I'm showing that to you. Yeah, this is the last blog I did, like 2014. I'm really not opening these posts because it's too old. I'm ashamed of it. Anyway, yeah, that one was in Jekyll, and the source code for that is probably still on my GitHub account. Ooh. Not sure, actually, maybe not. Oh, it is. Yeah, it's Jekyll abilities. That's something I show on a what do folks usually deploy Elixir? Some of them, my blog, I'm probably going to use this tool, Giga Elixir. which is pretty much kind of a Heroku. Like they don't follow the perfect as you know, and finish my dependencies finished. So, but some people deploy that to Amazon or Google Cloud. So it varies a lot. Most is on Heroku. You can start like, which is one of the big advantages, distributed code easily and integrate it like to manage in the Beam. You know? So Heroku is not they don't give you access for those kind of things. Right, so let me cd the blog, open a tmux, run for it, git, of course, git. AC stand for add